Nobody ever taught me that thoughts aren't facts. The alignment channel exists to offer a quieter space, a place to slow down, to observe, to reflect, and to better understand ourselves. Thank you for your time. Let's begin. Imagine you send someone a message, perhaps a friend, a coworker, someone you care about. A few minutes pass, no reply. An hour passes, still nothing. At first, it doesn't seem important, but then something begins to happen. Quietly and almost automatically, a thought appears. Maybe they're just upset with me, and then another. Maybe I said something wrong, and another. Maybe they don't want to talk to me anymore. And without realizing it, your mood begins to change. Your body feels different, your emotions begin to respond. What started as a simple unanswered message now feels like a problem. The interesting thing is that nothing may have actually happened. The other person could be driving, working, sleeping, or simply busy living their lives. But while reality remains uncertain, the mind often dislikes uncertainty, so it fills in the blanks. It creates explanations, stories, predictions, and interpretations. And sometimes those interpretations feel so convincing that we forget that they are interpretations. We experience them as reality. Nobody ever taught me how easily this happens. A thought appears, and because it feels true, we assume it is true. Someone doesn't smile at us, they must dislike me. A meeting goes poorly, I'm a failure. A relationship ends, I'll always be alone. A mistake happens, I'm not good enough. Do you notice something? In each example, an event occurs and then a thought appears. And then the thought is treated as a fact. But those aren't facts, those are interpretations. And interpretations can be wrong. This matters because thoughts do not simply stay in the mind, they influence emotions, behavior, decisions, and even relationships. Imagine two people lose their jobs. One person thinks, "This is proof that I'm worthless," while the other thinks, "This is difficult, but I can recover." Same event, different thought, different emotional experience, different behavior. The event matters, but the interpretation matters too. And sometimes it matters more than we realize. So at some point in my life, I began noticing something. I could observe my thoughts. For example, a thought would appear, and instead of immediately believing it, I could simply notice it, not suppress it, not fight it, not judge it, just observe it. And that small shift changed something important. Because the moment you observe a thought, you create a little space between yourself and the thought. The thought is still there, but now you can examine it, question it, and understand it, instead of automatically obeying it. The next time a thought creates anxiety or fear or anger, try asking yourself a simple question. Is this a fact or is this an interpretation? Not every thought is false. Many thoughts are useful. Many thoughts are accurate. But not every thought deserves immediate belief. And learning the difference can change the way we experience life. This is not about positive thinking, and it's not about pretending that everything is fine. It's about becoming curious. Because perhaps some of the suffering we experience comes from believing every story our mind creates. And perhaps freedom begins when we learn to observe those stories before accepting them as reality. Not because the mind is the enemy, but because the mind is a storyteller. And storytellers sometimes get things wrong. In the next video, we'll explore how thoughts influence the way we experience our lives. Because if thoughts are not always facts, then an important question emerges. How do they have so much power over us?